So for the rogue deck this week, I started. One of my viewers wanted me to try tribal decks, and I tried. I really did. I'm sorry, I tried. I wanted to make a snake deck, and just because I think it's fun, but there are so few good snakes, and there's no good synergy. And I started putting it together, and there's like 13 snakes, and it just didn't like I've played enough of the format to know that basically that deck could have won about 0 games. And then I tried fairies, and it's a little better. There still aren't that many fairies, and they don't really have any real good synergies there's no big payoffs in either of the two tribal decks for playing those two tribes. Basically, you just play a bunch of bad cards. So, but the snake deck actually reminded me of an old Simic back in the Kamigawa Ravnica standard. I played this blue-green tempo deck with Trigon Predator and Moloku and other Remand and those kind of things. And the Snakes deck kind of reminded me of that. And so I thought maybe we could try that. I'm still a little worried that the Tymna decks that can draw cards while it's getting all that tempo, those tempo plays, are probably going to be a little better than this deck. But I ended up adding white. First of all, in Simic, if you want to do a tempo deck, obviously you want the what's the guy's name? The commander, I can't remember his name for some reason. The one that draws you cards, but he's banned. So I was thinking maybe Azuri, but then I thought, well, you've got Fleecemane Lion and Loxodon Smiter, which are really good, undercosted creatures in white. And I ended up finding a bunch of other great tempo cards in white. You get the removal creatures, the Fairground Wardens, Banisher Priest, Fiend Hunter, Voice of Resurgence was pretty good. And then Grand Abolisher, and then you get the Selfless Spirit and Dauntless Escort, which can protect you from wraths. And so I went with Jenara because it's also just like a 3/3 flyer for 3 mana. It's a great tempo creature. You can pump it up. It fits this strategy really, really well. And so I've tested this deck out a couple times, and it's surprisingly good. I'm not saying it's necessarily tier 1 or anything like that, but it's better than I thought it would be. Like, when I was putting it together, it kind of felt like a pile. It was actually really easy. I had to cut a bunch of tempo creatures. It was really easy to find enough creatures and like really, really good things to be doing. So there's that, and then I actually had to cut down on the number of creatures. So like I'm only playing the ones that seemed really, really good. There might be a few that are less than optimal, and you could switch them out if you want or something like that. But I've been surprised so far in my testing. This deck is better than I thought it would be. So I'm gonna take it to some matches and play around with it and see if it has what it takes. So we got a game. We are playing against Baral. We are on the draw. Hand looks pretty keepable. Can't play Counterspell. What is this Prairie Stream doing in my library? I think Magic was being weird and I added an island, and it ended up adding a Tundra, and I couldn't figure out what else it added. And it's a Prairie Stream. I'm going to swap that out for an island. Judge's Familiar is pretty good. Let's attack. Let's play Judge's Familiar. Oops. Nope. Play this stupid tapped island. I mean, at least it makes white mana, but it shouldn't be in the deck. It's supposed to just be an island. We'll fix that. Okay, I'm gonna let that happen. Yeah. It's actually kind of actively good for us. Um, I think, yeah, we do pay, and then we flip this guy over. It's the same amount of damage either way. Maybe we should have played Jenara. It's pretty hard for him to deal with once it's in play. If he plays Baral, leaving one mana open, we can Vapor Snag it, and then Reflector Mage it on its way back down. I guess he can't because of the Judge's Familiar. I thought the Mystic Snake was a bit ambitious, but we did end up getting there. Alright, cycling Miscalc. Playing Opt. Definitely counter Baral if he cast it. Oh, jeez. There's not that much that's super bad for us. I guess, yeah, he can get like a removal creature. And we want... It's got to be a white mana. So we definitely want Tundra. Get Tropical Island here. Green, blue, white. Play Jenara. Can't really do anything about that. Maybe bounce it. Alright. We can click him first. I don't know. Do we need to Vapor Snag? Vapor Snag in response to like a polymorph. I think we wait. Yeah, let's wait. Alright, pieces. Disrupting shoal. Disrupt. Island, island, island. Okay, so we know he has these two cards. Another blue would be nice. We're just going to do this once. Scavenging ooze. Alright. Doesn't really do anything to attack with this thing. Or does that thing? Alright, he's dead next turn. And he gives us the GG. Alright, so, yeah, like I said, it's a little surprising because, like, I mean, we just beat Baral by just pounding its face. So, and, you know, a little bit of disruption. And, I'm surprised the deck, I didn't think it would be very good. It's, you know, it might not be great, but it's better than I thought it would be. Got another game. We are on the play. Playing against Emrakul, the Promised End. Interesting. I guess we'll keep this mono elves hand. I think this can get a white only. This can get. We want to get some lands out of our deck. We really only need the 3 lands. And Tropical Island into Lanor Elves. Although Arbor Elf would open up a blue mana for us, if depending on what we draw. We could draw a Vendilion Click or Counterspell or something. Why is so foil? Voltaic Key, okay. I think we go on the Jenara plan. It's pretty hard for colorless. Alright, so we only have 1 white. I wish this was a savannah. Let's go in on this guy. This guy's a lot of fun. I've tried colorless before, and it's a slow deck. Oh, that's a little faster. So he's still not there. He doesn't have any cards in his graveyard. I don't know if he can search for an artifact here. I don't know what he censored out there, but he's being a character. Let's play the Serpapard. Hits pretty hard. He gains 1 life. If he doesn't play anything, we need to Mind Censor. I guess the Mind Censor is actually better than a counter on the Jenara. It does 2 damage instead of 1. Six mana. 7 mana. Oh, geez. Metalwork Colossus. Alright. I don't know what with this guy. It is a big boy. So this puts it 12 commander damage. We have no reason to hold up in our white anymore. We're not going to play the Selfless Spirit, I don't think. We can't quite kill him next turn. Maybe on damage with all these creatures? I don't know. Can he do it? I don't think. Has he got something big? He's got 9 mana. Create 5. Alright. We're in trouble next turn. I could have remanded that. Nope, this one's the island, the forest that we can untap. So I don't know if remanding Emrakul is enough. He gets to take our turn. I should have remanded the Skittering Invasion. I think he'd still... With the Ayavugan, he'd still probably be able to play it. Now he's got two card types in his graveyard because it's a sorcery and a... Alright. One land. Do we care about that? We don't care about that. It doesn't... It's on the land. Alright, and then he goes for the Emrakul. I gotcha. You can have our turn, but you can't really do anything with our flying creatures. And then I think you're still dead. You can play Elspeth and then counter it with Glenelendra, I guess. Rats. He was probably hoping I had some removal or something like that. Oh, he can't play the Elspeth. I'm wondering what he means. I could Elspeth, jump my Metalworker, and run Oh! Yep, I hadn't thought of using Elspeth on somebody else's creatures. Alright. Definitely should have remanded the Skittering Invasion. Interesting deck. I never thought of playing Emrakul the Promised End as a commander. I've tried a few of the other Big Eldrazi's, but Emrakul the Promised End is an interesting one. I don't know how good the deck is in general, but it's an interesting deck. I might have to try something similar in a future Rogue Wednesday. Alright, we got another game. We are on the play. Playing against Progenitus. Seems like an alright hand. Need another land, but aggressive start. Don't know if Dryad Militant's going to be good. I don't know what he's playing. He could just be 5-color good stuff. He could be trying to ramp up to Progenitus. It's possible. Alright, Helmar Depths. So probably a control-ish deck. I just realized everything we have has 1 toughness. It's not true of the deck as a whole, but a lot of things right now. Fairground Warden. Let's attack. Let's play the Sovereign. It hits a little harder. I don't know if he's going to put a creature in the way. Oh, it's going to be tapped no matter what. Amulet of Vigor. Interesting. Haven't really seen that in Commander because it's just a one-of. Let's look to remand whatever he's playing here. Nothing? Alright. I guess we'll play the Curse Catcher. Keeps Toxic Deluge out of reach for a turn. Interesting. So many tapped lands. All right. Well, more lands would be great. Got him down to 20. We might have to let him draw a card to play this. So strange to see a deck with like all tap lands. Like I said, Amulet of Vigor is a one-of. Like, you can't really rely on drawing it. It's a pretty big game. I want to draw a card myself. It lets him draw a card, but it really accelerates his mana. Accelerates him by 2. No, can't pay for it. We drew an Elvish Mystic. So alright, let's attack. I think we let him draw a card in order to hit that Amulet of Vigor. If he's playing that many tapped lands, I think it slows him down enough to merit letting him draw a card. Oh, we need 2 blue. We don't need 2 white yet, but we might eventually. We might need 2 green eventually. Do I want Hallowed Fountain here? Just in case, I think. No, let's go Tropical Island. Hopefully don't end up regretting that. It's only a few things. I don't think I even really care about the heuristic study. Soon enough we'll be able to play around it. Clearly relied on the amulet quite heavily. He still gets the Coalition Relic, but then he takes a bunch of damage. Alright. We got two flash creatures here. I don't think we want to click him. I mean, clicking him could get rid of a tutor. If a tutor's what he's looking to play. Alright. Blind obedience. Okay. Well, Vidilian click hits the hardest. Yes, please. Seedborn Muse, Enigma Sphinx. Defense of the Heart. Wow. Is he just dead? I just realized I have this Fairgrounds Warden. I think he's just dead. So let's take the Defense of the Heart anyways. Maybe I should have taken nothing in case he drew a removal spell. Alright, and we win. He already left. Okay. Alright, we got another one. We are on the draw. So here's a Tymna Thrasios deck. I don't think this hand is keepable. Just way too many lands. This hand looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm probably okay with that. Oh, he sees our true name Nemesis. So let's green blue here. Tropical Island and Land Worlds. Doesn't know about the Voice of Resurgence. I think if he doesn't tap mana, we want to protect the true name Nemesis. It's just so good against him. Alright, he dismembers, so it doesn't matter. Oh, Meddling Mage on True Name Nemesis. That slows us down a little bit. Unless you Meddling Mage Jenara. Cyclonic Rift. Alright, so let's If he plays Tymna, do we block? He cannot play Tymna. Sword of Fire and Ice. Alright, well we do have the Green Sun Zenith to deal with it. But not yet. I'll name you. And can't exactly attack, or block, can he? He can't play Tymna and equip the sword. Hopefully we draw a land so we can deal with that sword. Is he going to shoot the... Yep, he's shooting the voice. Swing in. Once they go. Alright. Nothing we can do about that. He's at 15 life. But he's drawing extra cards from that sword. This is kind of what I was worried about, where you got a tempo deck that draws extra cards. Do we force spike that? No. Yeah, because he has another land anyways. Do we play the Snapcaster Mage for no value? Oh no, he can just sack the Tireless Tracker. Not drawing a land. Pretty critical here. Is he playing Tymna yet? Memory lapse. Alright. Then we don't draw another land. Ah, brutal. I mean, we probably would have gotten our Green Sun Zenith countered no matter what. But not drawing a land's pretty hurt us quite a bit. You get Jit or Feast and Famine. Feast and Famine. Alright. Can we attack? No. No, we can't do that, can we? Because we can just equip the Stoneforge. It's not the creature, it's the sword. We still take it from the sword, but nothing we can do there. Oh, jeez. All right, we'll just that's a GG. Dominated there, and that's. I don't know if we had gotten more lands, we might have been able to stop the card draw. The sword early was pretty lucky, but that's probably about what you would expect from that kind of a match. All right, we got another one. We're playing against Oloro, and we'll keep this hand. We're on the draw. So the 2 life is going to be a little hard to beat. But if we can resolve our commander, we can make the 2 life not matter. We want an island because of days here. Well, they might just have removal for Jenara. May have removal for the elf. Alright. I think we go for it anyways. I don't know. Trigon Predator is also pretty good. He might be looking to play Mana Rocks. I'm guessing he is. I'm going to try that. If you're playing these 3 colors, you're probably playing Mana Rocks. Let's try Thalia. Slow him down some more. I don't really want to daze a counterspell right now. I want to protect my creatures with the daze. Oh, I should have played an elf. That was foolish. Yeah, an elf would have been really good here. Although we don't have 2 blue. play the last elf? I don't want to walk into a wrath. I want to at least have something. Toxic Deluge. Yep, that's pretty bad. Got him down to 3 cards. What is this? Oh, Oloro. Okay. It's True Name Nemesis or Counterspell? It's a hard choice. I think Counterspell. Need something to deal with this Oloro. Alright. You on the beatdown plan? He's drawing 2 cards a turn. Gonna be hard to come back from that. Alright. Do we click him? No. Eventually he's going to get 2 answers. He's dead next turn. Alright. Clearly he votes for that. We're down to 13 life. 12 life. Jeez, alright. It's a bit brutal. Well, that's pretty good. Do we want want to do it on his draw? No. Let's do it on his end step. I don't know. I don't want to give him sorcery speed to deal with the click. All right. What are you doing on my upkeep? Ad nauseum. Okay. Jeez. What did you draw? Windshot, Painful, Disallow, Mysticate, Verdant Cavern. Alright. I didn't see a counterspell. Don't have much of a choice here. Oh yeah, he drew his swords. I did see that. Looks like we're dead. Just couldn't beat him fast enough. He can just disallow this. Maybe I should have played the Fairground ones first. Alright. Oh, I tapped 2 blue mana too. Or 2 white mana. Alright, Snapcaster Sword. Alright. I'm going to give it the GG. We're long past the point at which we could have won. Got another game. We are on the draw against Thalia, and we can't play any of the cards in our hand. Wow. These are some awkward... I don't think even on a scry I can keep this hand. This one's fine. Another land? I'm gonna be greedy. Maybe I shouldn't have been greedy. Do we block Kytheon? Probably not. He doesn't give us the option. I think I'm going to block Kytheon. Oh no, he can prevent the next 2 damage. Never mind. I'm going to do no such thing. Kytheon is legendary. Is that my whoops or his whoops? Might be my whoops. Oh. Did he really? um. Wow, not hitting a land. And he hit the Sword of Fire and Ice. That is incredible. I don't... I think I'm just getting run over here. Do I block? Do I block? I lose something no matter what. He had the feast in his hand. All right. I definitely blocked this. Wow. Hmm. I mean, we don't get anywhere by doing nothing. Oh, no, it costs an extra mana. So we can't do that. We can just do this. Maybe maybe should have attacked? No. Exile. We'll sacrifice. We can't block. Oh, he's got the other sword. That's right. I guess that. Oh my god. I'm still going to gain a life here. I mean, we're pretty dead no matter what. What do we Fiend Hunter? I think Thalia. I mean, we have a couple ways to get rid of these swords, but not both of them. Both of them's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's the right choice. I'm just gonna... We just got ran over. We had a bad mulligan, and then also we got ran over. Alright, got another game. We are on the draw. I believe this is the guy that was playing Baral earlier, and yes. So, our hand's quite good. Alright, what are you Mystic Tutoring for? Yeah, I guess you need to do that just so that I can't counter it. He got Disrupting Shoal. Oh, that's interesting. Let's attack first. I mean, he counters whatever we get, right? Which one do I care about the most? I think Dryad Milk. Well, they're both really good against him. Curse Catcher's probably the best. Alright. Not sure. Oh. I guess it puts it in the graveyard. Don't know why you don't want to counter that. Are you missing a land drop? Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess that's why you didn't want to counter it, because you knew you needed land. As we've seen, Baral has trouble dealing with Jenara once it's in play. I think we want to do this pre-combat. Even if it does end up sacrificing. Maybe I should have left a blue open in case I need a Cyclonic Rift. Or play the Curse Catcher. As it is, I think I probably want to play the Gaia's Herald. But I probably should have paid attention to how my mana was tapped a little better. No, I needed to tap this white, didn't I? Yeah. So, that's the only way we could have tapped. Alright, so he's thinking, so I'll be back. Okay, he came back. He cast the Disrupting Shoal. I'm going to pump this guy up. Interesting synergy here with Maelstrom Mausoleum Wander and Pendelhaven, and he gives us the GG. Yeah, I mean, it's a... I'm surprised he didn't have a 1-mana counter, but the clock is definitely against him. He hasn't actually conceded yet. Yeah, and he's missing lands and spells. What did you keep? Let's attack first. And then just, like, all this hate. Alright, he drew another land. Wow. Just nut straws here. I mean, there's a lot of cards that make this matchup work pretty well for us. Yeah, he's at 5 life. Oh, engulf the shore. Okay. That's actually pretty good. I don't know why he gave the GG and then didn't concede. Hmm. I think we have to risk... We can't really get off a Cyclonic Rift here, unfortunately. I think we have to risk one turn where he might be able to go off. Let's attack with our 4/4. It actually survived the Engulf the Shores, but then was shrunk down. Funny interaction with timing there. It's at 1 life. I think we can actually just attack around an Emrakul at this point. Alright. Cavern, which does cut into our mana, but let's play this. Attack with both of these things. Do we attack with everything? Yeah. I don't want to give him like one, like he's one rift away from winning. Alright, and we win. So we learned that the deck is pretty good against Baral. It's not perfect. I played quite a few practice matches against Baral as well, and it's not like a guaranteed win, but there's a lot of cards that are well suited against Baral, but it's not very well suited against some other decks in the format, and it's probably worse than Tymna, like I suspected. It's just it might be a little bit faster, but it doesn't draw cards the way Tymna does. So like it's pretty like that strategy is probably a better kind of tempo deck. It's still a lot of fun. There's some cards that probably underperformed. Misdirection was in my hand a lot, just stranded with no blue cards. Even Mind Sensor, I forgot we're running just a ton of fetch lands. It was kind of good that one time, except it didn't end up mattering. And then Hushwing Griffin is a mis-synergy with Spell Queller and Reflector Mage and Fiend Hunter and those kind of things. So I don't know if those are... When I put them in the deck, well, even Mind Sensor, I just didn't think about the fetch lands. And the Hushwing Griff, I didn't have as many of the Banisher Priest, and then I added those. Like, it looked like most of my stuff didn't have comes into play abilities, but there's probably enough in the deck. And Mystic Snake, Venser, I think Hushwing Griff probably doesn't belong, and Aven Mind Sensor probably doesn't belong. Experiment 1 kind of underperformed. I didn't see him many times in those games, but in practice he's all right, but not great. I didn't really get to test the Cloudfin Raptor. I don't know if that's any good or not, but I thought it'd be interesting. The other ones all seemed pretty good. There's a lot of good answers to some things, but not other things. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. It was a cool deck. I'm glad it performed fairly well. I definitely don't think it's league worthy or anything like that. Like I said, if you want to play a tempo deck, play Tymna and some other some other colors. This is just just for funsies, and I definitely think compared to the other builds of Jenara I've seen that kind of rely centrally around Jenara, I think this deck is pretty awesome because it has so many other strategies going for it, and it's not just focused on Jenara. So that if removal happens, you just die. Like this has a clear beatdown plan, even if Jenara doesn't make it. But Jenara is very, very good in the deck. So thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good night.